So 30-second synopsis. Marcus done 9 words. I do slam poetry. Marcus, you looked over there like you were counting.
Son returns from war to find war at home.
Dude, you know what would be an epic move? To tattoo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the fingers you use in order, because you always use the same fingers.
Yeah.
that was for the audience. That was the face of not. Welcome to The Cover, where 3 Hoosier friends judge books by their covers and movies by their trailers.
That's right. I'm Brett, here with my fellow Indiana natives, Remington and Marcus, ready to dive into the stories that keep us up all night and occasionally put us to sleep.
Whether you're a bookworm, movie buff, or just here for the witty banner, we've got you covered.
Each week, we'll dissect a different book or movie, sharing fun facts, hot takes, and moments that make Marcus cry. Spoiler alert, we're not experts, but we're definitely opinionated.
From literary masterpieces to blockbuster flops, nothing is safe from our snarky reviews and wild tangents. Who knew Hoosiers could be this entertaining?
So grab your popcorn and reading glasses, because we're about to embark on a hilarious journey through the pages and screens that shape our lives. Or at least our weekends.
You're listening to The Cover. Let's get the show on the road before one of our kids wakes up.
Nice, we timed that up well. Remind me of Trolls. It's a great connection.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking Trolls.
We frequent
What
Trolls.
if we did a month of animated?
Dude, that's a great idea. Remington will fight it because he says we watch plenty of kids' movies with our kids. We can't watch it on our own time. I would fight it and say there's some pretty great animated movies we should do. What month?
We each picked one animated movie.
Is there a month to choose of all months?
I don't know.
I feel like a back to school maybe.
If only we had a producer here.
Enter Benji Lehman, super fan.
He says in parentheses.
It's fun to say because I know he's actually looking it up.
Is it? See?
No.
See how this is supposed to work? This is good.
I was trying to explain it to Riley, and she already knew, but there's certain things I just don't give you guys the information on because either it's not valuable enough.
Because you don't want us to go down that rabbit hole?
I don't want you to go down that rabbit hole, or it's super fun to hear your guys' banter.
I trust your judgment.
So what's funny is I say this all the time when I'm arguing with people about something, is I actually think it's more fun to not know the answer.
Yeah.
But to have to take a stance or try to figure it out or that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Rather than like us all just looking it up and having the answer. It's more fun to wrestle with it.
Well, okay, so we were all at trivia this past Saturday.
Yeah.
Shout out Burris Realty Group, High Garden Real Estate. Also, Centier Bank. Centier is how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Put on a great trivia night. We came in 6. We won't tell you how many teams were there, but it was more than 6.
I bet if we had our world traveler for the last set of
okay,
questions,
so
Cork.
We needed you for Cork. Yeah.
So the Peloton we should have gotten.
I
Once Riley told me that was the answer, I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
I never would have gotten that.
I remember them being in a pretty bad spot for something.
I kept thinking crock pot. I knew it wasn't like Johnson & Johnson.
I feel like we should have for sure gotten Cork.
So what was that was the last question?
It's a product made from a tree in South America, and it's the second most populated city in a country in Europe.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was... Sorry. What Cork is in what country?
Ireland.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's where the twins were conceived.
Oh, well, it's out there now. It's out there now.
I thought everybody knew that. I thought that was common knowledge.
Hey, this sounds like a good time to say welcome to the Cover Podcast. I'm your host, Brett Wiggins, and as always, to my left is...
Marcus Mangus.
And sitting to my right is Sir...
Am I allowed to say... Yeah?
Remington Ramsey.
Remington Ramsey. Here we go.
Mr. Nate Frazier.
Gonna make it rain some money.
Normally
Fraser, not
producer.
Frazier.
That's true.
Rhymes with razor.
We are also joined by special guest producer, super fan Benji Lehman. Welcome to the show, Benji. Remington is playing World Traveler this week.
Yeah.
It's probably at a 5-star hotel since he's rich. But he's
right. He's probably stuck in an airport right now.
No, dude, I got a text. He landed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he landed.
Good for you, Rem.
Which I just made a couple of people privy to the. It's Bob and Tom. If you didn't grow up on Bob and Tom's show in Central Indiana, you have not lived. But there is a skit by Kenny Tarmac that is all about landing and taking off and business guys in airports. It's pretty great. Made me think of it.
You sending that toast? I was shouting it out.
Have you heard it? You heard it
yeah.
before? Oh, yeah, toast is epic. We answer 9 questions sometimes every week about one of your favorite books. Or if you're listening on Spotify, believe it or not, we are a movie also podcast.
We still haven't figured that out.
So, well, Rem, you know.
He needs to just.
It's an okay. I loved this quote tonight. So we had a Grace marriage night with some of the wives, and one of the quotes was, "It's just an inconvenience. It's not a problem yet." And Rem thinks it's a problem. It's just an inconvenience he doesn't want to take care of with some Amazon sign-in situation. You know what? We'll just put him on blast later. This is the version of writing on his Facebook wall in 2026. Sir Nate, what are we covering?
Oh man. Well, we are watching The Godfather. That's what we're watching.
Sweet. Yeah. We're covering it too. Do you want to tell the people a little bit about it?
I was reading through quite a few. And
are the reviews as long as the movie? Is that the issue? They're pretty hefty.
He usually just picks one on IMDb.
Dude, yeah.
I know.
He doesn't pick the best one. It's a random crap
the first one that he sees.
Give us the worst one you can find, actually. Give us the bad one.
I love this movie and all of the GF movies. He says GF. I see something new every time I have seen it. Countless. Truly.
Oh, wow. That is very bad.
That was
that's
really
pretty bad.
You said the worst one.
Wow, that's pretty bad. Yeah. Well, if you find one you think worthy of using on the cover, please let us know, because I'm sure, there's got to be one not horrible one out there.
All right, here we go.
Oh, Mark's got it. Here we go.
Is it horrible, though?
I don't know. I'm going to just read it. The Godfather, Don Vito Corleone.
You know what sucks about this? Remington is going to assume value here now. Nate, you just gave Rem.
I was trying to be funny and make it kind of like a little shtick thing. Oh my gosh,
no, really man.
Not that.
Is the head of the Corleone mafia family in New York. He is at the event of his daughter's wedding. Michael, Vito's youngest son and decorated WW2 Marine, is also present at the wedding. Michael seems to be uninterested in being a part of the family business. Vito is a powerful man and is kind to all those who give him respect, but is ruthless against those who do not. But when a powerful and treacherous rival wants to sell drugs and needs Don's influence for the same, Vito refuses to do it. What follows is a clash between Vito's fading old values and the new ways, which may cause Michael to do the thing that he was most reluctant in doing and wage a mob war against all the other mafia families, which could tear the Corleone family apart.
It's a great summary that doesn't give away in the movie.
Do you want a good one that doesn't give it away?
Sure.
One of Hollywood's greatest cinematic achievements, The Godfather, transcends the gangster genre to become a haunting meditation on family, power, and the American dream.
That's way better. You had it ready. You had that in the can, didn't you?
I was trying to be funny and making a shtick, and then Brett said Rem's gonna find value in himself, so then I got to put it in there.
That was the best one.
That was
The Godfather, 1972, rated R, 2 hours and 55 minutes.
Oh, there we go. What everybody know going into it? Well, Nate and I knew. We watched this before because we thought it was going to be episode 33. We are now on episode 91. So before that, I knew it was an old-timey mafia movie. I knew it was very long, and that is all. I didn't even know Al Pacino was in it. I didn't even know who Marlon Brando was. As you know, I'm no movie connoisseur, so...
You didn't know who Marlon Brando was?
No. And by the way, he's great in this. What other movies? Does he have any other epic roles that?
He does.
Okay.
Benji's watching the movie. It's fine.
I'm not gonna be able to name.
So
him.
my point is, like, he was from an era that I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know the movies. Nate, what'd you know going into it before the first time you watched it?
All right. Well,
Or when is the first time you watched it? Was it for the show?
So it was for, like you said, like way back. Shelley went away on her girls' softball trip, like girls she played.
Oh yeah,
softball with the college, and you guys were like, "We're gonna do this." So I was like, "Sweet." I put in my earbuds, had it sunk to the TV so I could have the big screen, volume blasting, surround sound. Absolutely loved the movie. Just enjoyed it.
yeah.
You know, I didn't take notes, anything like that. And before that, I just knew it was a mobster movie, you know, and really nothing beyond that.
Yeah.
And man, just blew me away. And I was like, guys, when are we doing this? And then I think Rem did one of his Rem things and was just like, yeah, let's
I'm so glad I don't listen to the podcast because you guys probably just completely dunk on me for 90 minutes and I'll never know. It's great. It's great.
well, we know he has to listen.
He does. Yeah, he's finding the goods.
Yeah. So,
absolutely.
he ended up changing it up, and I think Marcus was like, "Yep, I'm fine with anything," and Brett was like, "Yep, I'm here." And
That's so good.
I watched it on a plane.
Yep, I'm here.
I watched it on a plane, and I was so excited to.
you watched this on a plane?
Yep.
That'd be weird.
I pre-downloaded it on my
I remember that. Yeah.
laptop. I was
Well,
There's
because
like a couple scenes,
we had just
though,
done the
where-
Al Pacino book, right?
oh yes,
That's what it
Exactly.
was.
Yep.
We had just done the Al Pacino book, and that's when we were talking about The Godfather.
Oh man, I loved it. And
One of
then-
my least favorite books that we did. The writing was just so bad.
yeah.
Well,
The book, the stories and stuff were fun. but
listening
the writing
to
was
the
bad.
audiobook was great because it was
Better.
him.
Yeah.
It was him, and he wasn't reading the book.
He laughs and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So 30-second synopsis. Marcus done 9 words. I do slam poetry. Marcus, you looked over there like you were counting.
Son returns from war to find war at home.
Dude, you know what would be an epic move? To tattoo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the fingers you use in order, because you always use the same fingers.
Yeah.
That was for the audience. That was the face of not happening.
You got a wedding ring.
I do have a wedding ring tattoo.
Now you could do it on the inside.
Dude, that would hurt. That
inside
part
would hurt?
on the inside right there
Really?
that is not for the faint of heart.
Oh, because you've done it because the inside of the
Yeah,
wedding.
Jessica has multiple tattoos, and she said that was the worst. Is like doing it on the inside right there.
Do you
Okay,
know what would probably
maybe not.
make it feel a little better? A couple of these beverages
Dude,
here.
we've got
yeah,
the
that's true.
Godfather in hand. Marcus again blew us away. I love bourbon. I'm allergic to beer and wine and champagne, so I've always been a whiskey bourbon guy. But I have hated Scotch. Scotch smells like sweaty gym socks that you have lit on fire.
Really, that's interesting.
And this is amazing. So this is 1 part Scotch, 2 parts.
No, 2 parts Scotch, 1 part amaretto. Man, this is Disaronno.
And the more it sits in the ice, the better it's getting.
It's very it gets
Well, it's getting
very
diluted.
mellow.
It's getting diluted. Yeah.
well, it just I like
It is great. It's fantastic. All right, slam poetry time. Here we go.
Do you want to know what I knew or not?
I would love to know what you knew.
I only asked because it's an interesting story.
I want to know what you knew so I can know what you knew.
I didn't know very much going into this movie other than it was very famous. I saw it my freshman year in college as a part of a class
Ooh.
called When Lunatics Took Over the Asylum, Hollywood Cinema in the 1970s. And we watched this movie as well as The Godfather 2. And we studied both of them. And I remember it vividly.
The idea of the class was when new people took over Hollywood, a new era.
So if you think about it, there's that book that I sent you guys that I thought would be really interesting to cover.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, Spielberg, Lucas, Coppola, all these guys in the 1970s, like completely changed cinema.
Got it.
And so we covered.
Here's what you've always
movies
done.
like-
We've got new ideas.
Yeah,
Go.
we did movies like Jaws and The Godfather and Harold and Maude.
Jaws
and-
was new. It was a new way to do things. It was.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Completely new.
Completely innovative.
Yeah. Very innovative.
Oh my gosh. You gave Gladiator a 7.
Dude,
We were reminded of this. We were reminded that you gave Gladiator a 7, and therefore, I just don't take you that seriously.
Yeah,
just
when
don't-
Chris
fair.
from the top rope out of nowhere.
Chris, not from the top rope. Chris
nowhere.
can't climb to the top rope, first of all. Second of all, if he did, he'd spend so much time bragging about being on the top rope, he'd get knocked off the top rope before he got to jump off. So just for the record. All right, slam poetry.
It made me smile when I saw it in the.
Yeah,
in the
good
chat,
for
though.
you. Vito Corleone, the first Don. He'll help you. You just better respect him and return the favor. Tommy, the brains. Sonny, the brawn. And something else. Michael, the chosen one. This whole time, give them a deal they can't refuse did not mean what I thought it meant. Diane Keaton? Tessio's got to be related to Ray Romano's brother. Right? It's got to be. He's got to be. Kay has absolutely nothing on Apollonia. I would have married her too. So Don is a title, not a name. Caesar. Roger that. Michael's the Don now because Vito's heart rate monitors gone flat.
I get it because he had a heart attack.
Yeah, yep.
Interesting.
You know how you're, how you're alive because you got ups and downs, man.
What a scene, by the way. Him just playing around with the little kid and just
So I
dying.
think we've talked about this privately or on another episode. I think it's the silliest, dumbest scene I've ever seen in my entire life.
Really?
It's so stupid. It's
He's just growing old.
It's
being a
all this fun, and maybe that's how Vito Corleone would. I don't know. He maybe it's like he spent his whole life being gangster boss, so he didn't know how to be a grandpa. So that's his.
What do you mean he didn't know how to be a grandpa?
I don't.
He was living his.
He was being a
best
great grandpa.
life right there.
I don't like the scene. I love the
Would you
whole
rather
movie.
have been like
You
playing
don't like-
checkers?
When he is acting like a monster, whatever he's acting like, it's
was
just
fun.
kind of weird. I don't know. It's
the
weird.
orange peel.
Yeah,
and the-
it's weird. And the orange peel looks like teeth.
yeah.
We're
he
gonna-
cut it. He
he
took
cut
the
him.
knife and he
Yeah.
cut the.
So
it looked
you
like-
think in those 3 seconds, he cut that into individual teeth?
Yeah, he definitely did. Yeah,
Dude, you guys are.
he had
high.
some nice Cutco knives.
When was this? This was the 40s. They weren't out. They weren't out. 49. 49.
Oh, no, they might have been out.
40s. No. Outcast.
He comes home at like 40, on like 46.
Okay.
So-
there are
and-
some.
and
there
there's
are some
many
leaps.
years that go
There
by.
are some leaps.
cool time leaps.
Yeah.
because they could have done that really poorly, and I felt like they nailed. it.
Well, my question on that
Let's-
how much of the movie had to get cut out to make it?
I guarantee a lot of it
Yeah.
got cut.
Yeah. So I think that's probably the reason for some of the leaps.
But I will tell you this. I think that the beautiful thing about that scene
Mm-hmm.
is that he dies essentially doing what he became the Don in part, I think, out of what he viewed as necessity. He didn't want
yes.
for
Yep.
his kids to
He
have
was-
to live in that world.
He's
It
so
was-
sad when he finds out Michael's the one who stepped
it's
up.
all about
Yep.
family
Yep.
for him.
Yep.
And so what's his end? His end is him spending time with family.
To be clear,
And-
too, it's not that I
and playing around
dislike
with them.
the idea of the scene itself. I just felt like it's he acts weird during it.
Don't you
I
think
know.
grandpas are kind of like that, though?
Yeah, a little quirky. I don't know. So, over 100 hours of footage The first assembly cut was reportedly over 4 hours long, and then Paramount pushed saying it has to be under 3 hours.
Dude, if you can make a good enough movie that they're willing to put it out at 3 hours, like bravo. For a studio to give you the permission for 3 hours is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I mean, this was great.
Yeah.
Total runtime across parts 1 and 2 for the extended versions was over 7 hours.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
That's the thing is it's worth it.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those, nowadays, what you do with a book like this that you want to really explore and characters you want to explore is you do a limited series.
Yep.
Yes.
That's the way. That's
That's probably what would happen with
11,
this
22,
in 2026.
Yeah. Oh, very good.
We're diving into what made us stop
Very
and
good-
think.
very good series.
Favorite scenes, hidden gems, favorite quotes, hot takes. So the initial idea I feel like they open with is with a quote to open the movie, which is he's an undertaker that's asking the Don for help, and he says, "I believe in America," and he goes on to say he raised his children to be American. He's an Italian American, right? He's probably I'm guessing a second generation immigrant.
America has made my
I think
fortune.
He came over.
You think
from-
he's an immigrant? Okay, so he's a first generation. And my question was, is the point that Italians in that moment are trying to be American but still are not treated as equal, still not accepted?
Definitely.
And now they're like, we're forced into this type
Definitely.
of justice because you're not giving it to us.
Well, you remember the Louis Zamperini stuff, right?
Yes.
And how he was, made fun of.
Yep.
He was ostracized. Louis Zamperini, you go back 20 years before that, and you think about what we learned in Fever at the Heartland. Mm-hmm. These guys were all Catholic.
Yep.
And they're Italian. They use a ton of slang to refer to the Italians. Yeah, I think that they were. I think that in a lot of ways, this movie is also a celebration of that Italian culture.
For sure.
And yeah, they're forced into it.
I like so as an
and that
example.
guy's trying. That guy's trying
Well,
to
and
be good, and he's like, the system has failed me.
yep.
I
did all the right
I need
things.
something now.
Yeah.
How
And Don's like, you should have
heartbreaking
come
was
to me
that to
before.
hear?
Oh, very heartbreaking.
I mean, you just kind of want to be like, get him. Get him.
Yeah, and then Vito, aka the Don, the first Don. You know who the second Don is, right? Donald Trump. But Vito,
There's lots of Dons in this movie, right? It's not just Don Corleone.
that's the leader of that family.
Yeah.
Okay. So then this guy is asking for help, and you learn so much about Vito in this opening scene in so little time. So you learn about he kind of understood the game before the rest of his maybe friends did that he grew up with. And then you also learn that he's like, I'm not going to help you just because you're Italian, just because you're Sicilian. You got to be my friend.
Yep.
And you're going to respect me. He literally says to him, be my friend.
Yep.
And then he says, yeah, we'll take care of it.
Yeah, and that whole respect, why haven't you been coming to me all these years?
Yep.
And then the Undertaker says, I didn't want to get caught up in everything.
Yep.
And they all just kind of looked like, hey, what do you mean?
Well, and then okay, so that happens, and then he kisses the ring. He goes, hey, I will be asking you for a favor at some point.
Yeah.
And I will expect you. So it's almost like,
which the first time you're like, oh, an Undertaker, he's going to be asking for something big later on in this movie.
well, it's just the name of the game is, how can I have so many favors owed to me that now whatever I need,
I got a guy.
I got it. I got a guy. Number one. Number two, you'll notice to your point where the guy's like, what do you mean? Like us.
Yeah.
When he tells Tommy to put somebody on the job, he goes, find somebody that's going to do a good job, respectable. We don't murder people here.
Yeah.
And I believe he believes that. Meaning the difference between murder and, we've had this conversation before about the 10 Commandments.
thou shalt not kill.
Thou shalt not kill versus,
or thou shalt not murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he literally believes the only killing he and his people do are kills of eye for an eye, justice. Like, we learn so much in, call it 3 minutes, that it's like, okay.
Brett, you nailed
Full
it.
speed. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Thank you.
That was it.
I think so too. Thanks, man.
We do learn a lot. I mean, even
when I talk, is that what you're saying?
it was probably nice.
Marcus starts just flipping through his notebook, just head down, like no.
No, we do learn a lot in that scene.
Yeah. Beautiful writing.
I love the I love the idea that a Sicilian can't refuse a request on his daughter's wedding
Dude,
day.
that's something that I think I love those types of traditions. And let's just be honest. As predominantly the group of us, middle class white families, most of us grew up as, we don't have those things. I don't feel like we have those types of traditions or coming of age, or we would call them rites of passage.
Yeah.
Dude, I love those types of things that
like a cultural identity.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
very cool part about marrying into my wife's family is
basically one generation away from the mob.
I cannot.
He can't speak to it.
I mean,
we won't say her maiden name. We'll
just say they got a guy for everything.
Yeah.
Like when you're like, yeah, I got a guy. Like,
yeah.
We're at a family party. Somebody mentions something across the room, and you hear like Uncle Bill like, oh yeah, I got a guy. Let me give you his number. And, like, we're all sitting around, and somebody's like, oh, can you pass the charcuterie board?
Yeah.
He's like, get out of here. That's an empty pasta board. Like, just like they. Next thing you know, they're all playing card games, and they're all like very serious, going all out on these card games.
I love
like,
the pride that comes with it.
Oh man, and that's what's so fun. So when we left for the game night, my wife's parents came over to hang out with the kids, and before we even got out the door, they were playing games, and I leaned in to Lincoln, and I was like, hey, just so you know, Grandma's not gonna let you win.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, my mom doesn't let me win.
And he
either.
looks up and he's just like, I know.
Yeah.
But he just had this look in his eyes like he was gonna take her.
You talked about cultural, like what is our identity? You know what America's identity is? Winning. USA gold medal. You know what? If I will say that is a USA, we win.
Oh,
we just do.
It was
we do. What a match.
So good.
By the way, got completely outplayed on our heels, but what's so cool, we do we're not afraid to be running for our lives. That
was some of the fastest hockey I've seen.
Dude,
it was
and
incredible.
And you're from Minnesota.
Yeah, don't you know?
So those golfers, I said it like a Minnesotan. I wasn't even trying to.
Hey there, Brett.
So were they from Minnesota or just went to Minnesota?
They played for the Gophers.
Okay, weren't even from the Michigan boys that were highlighted as well? Any cross?
I'm sure. I mean, and Minnesota usually has like 3 of the top 10 hockey teams.
Yeah.
So between Duluth,
Can we hit on one more thing on this idea of winning real quick?
Yeah.
We did the trivia night, and I gotta say, I was a little disappointed in Kelsey Ramsey because she was surprised when we were doing well after a couple rounds.
Her so
you got to show up expecting to win.
Yeah, I think her her frame of reference to us.
Is it just that she normally does games with Remington and he doesn't win?
Yeah, I think it's that. She probably thinks Rem is the best of all of us, so then she automatically thinks we're lesser than.
Oh.
And I think that night is when she realized, oh no, I've got it backwards.
Yeah, that makes sense.
By the way, I will say this. I got a couple for us. That's never happened.
It was a good mix.
Hey, man.
We had a good mix of people.
Here's what I'll tell you. If mulligans were taken out, we're probably second place.
I think we would have had a good shot.
Maybe first.
I think there was a lot of teams buying a lot of mulligans.
Which
is fine.
It's
a
fine.
fundraiser.
It's fine.
charity.
But I looked around at the tables and I'm like, should we be buying more mulligans? Like, are we
still got most of the answers right.
Yeah, and even the mulligans that we use.
Yeah, and there were a ton of people on their phones. Not saying
they weren't policing. See, now if you go to IU and you go to Kilroy's and you're there for trivia night, bartenders are on the team of the trivia guy. They're like, we were winning, and Logan, shocker, is like on his phone below the bar. I'm like, Logan, stop.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking gets called out by the bartender right away. He just gives a little sign to the trivia guy.
Yep.
We pass on our card. We get 0 points that round.
Yep.
And they don't mention it all. And it's like, dude, what are you doing?
One of my favorite things to do is to show up. Like, we'll be on date night, and a lot of times it's when they're doing trivia night at Pinheads, and so we'll just show up halfway through, and I'll just be sitting next to teams, and I'll just be giving them answers.
That's great.
You mentioned in our thread about the lounge.
Yeah.
You haven't been to the lounge?
No.
Parks
Big
Place
dog.
Lounge?
They bought out Samanos.
Yeah, no, I know of
Oh,
it.
oh,
I've
been
seen
there yet?
pictures. I haven't.
Oh, you gotta
been in.
go.
Every time we've gone, they've been closed because they're.
You know, if we knew a guy, maybe we could do a live podcast there.
So I believe it's Wednesday to Saturday,
yeah,
Wednesday to
I think-
Sunday, maybe something like that.
I'm more of a
Nights.
Yeah, nights. Yeah.
Monday half price wings and pizza.
Oh,
Kinda-
Parks is.
kinda
I'm more of
guy.
like a, if I'm going to go to a place like that, you know, Monday through Friday, 3:30 to 5:30.
Here's the issue. Here's the issue with Rem. Whatever he puts time and energy into blows up.
Yeah.
And if we did a live recording there, he'd lose money. Like
That's true.
So that's the issue. It's doing too well.
Yeah.
We can't shut. I wanted to do or we could do it on a night they're closed.
Yeah. Monday
And like
night.
invite
Then
people.
we'd have to chip in to pay for people.
You have to put bartenders on, and
Yeah.
it's more expensive.
It's a
than-
whole thing.
Yeah, it's something about profit. It sucks.
Profit, jeez.
Idiot.
Here's the thought.
Hold
Thi-
on. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. No, you go. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think you were going
Okay.
in a completely different direction.
Well, this movie does not care how fast you want it to go. It's committed to taking its time, and I'm so sad that outside of the irregular Lord of the Rings situation or whatever, it doesn't happen anymore.
It does sometimes.
Sometimes.
It does sometimes.
It's almost like you need
Like
proof
that-
for a director that is gonna get the green light to do it.
What that new Scorsese movie that came out.
But again, it's Scorsese.
I know, but
So
this Scorsese and De Niro and all those guys. Shoot.
It's not new.
Yeah, it is new.
It is new. Okay.
It's like 2023, 2024.
Okay. I'm not familiar.
It got The Irishman.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The Irishman very much reminds you of like a throwback.
I feel
to
like I
these- to
watched
these
it and
days.
it ended very melancholy. Like that's the end.
Yeah, kind of.
All
I
right.
love melancholy. I love when people use that.
Yeah.
Like, that's,
Thank you. Well, you can thank my daughter's going to classical Christian school
because of Winn-Dixie.
I wouldn't know
Because that's
when
one of
to
the,
use
that's,
it.
That's one of the words.
It was not a sight word.
No,
It is a what's this?
there's no such thing as sight words anymore.
What is the? I'll remember it when we leave. But yeah, it was one of those words.
Okay. Well,
There's like all the.
I know, it's
there's
Stella.
Like
Stella
Stella
words.
words. Stella word. There we go. Yeah. Stella
Okay.
word.
First scene.
Yep.
The first thing I wrote down is you just watch Marlon Brando playing with this cat, and I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that this was not in the script. Like they just like this cat was just like around,
So they just picked it
and
up.
he's picking it up. But if you watch him, it's a masterclass in acting. So I let
Marlon Brando is an actor's actor.
totally everybody. But you watch him, and he's having this conversation, but he's doing what real people do. So while he's having the conversation, he's looking down at the cat. He's like playing with the cat's paws, but he's still having the conversation. We all do these things. You were asking about one of his other roles, and I can't remember what it was. But there was this moment.
I think producer Benji's on the trail right now. Just so you know.
Yeah, there was
waiting for any hint
There
at
was
all.
this. There was this moment in one of Marlon Brando's earlier roles, where he's talking, he's delivering this line, and something in the air like floats by him, and he reaches up and just grabs it. You know, like he does these things.
He's not acting.
He's so into the character that he's just become
present.
He's become that.
Yeah.
And so we didn't watch all of it together, and there were a couple of things that I made Reed step out for, but I had him watching
Sonny's execution.
He was asleep.
Probably more on the side of Sonny's extracurricular activities.
Yes. Sonny's extracurriculars. We didn't. I was like, he came in right before that was going to happen. He was like, "Hey, can I watch some of this with you?" And I was like, "How
Give
about
me
you
10
wait
minutes.
5 minutes?"
As he's watching through the window,
and he was like, "Should I just stand like right out here in the hallway?" I was like, "Why don't you go to the kitchen?" Because I couldn't remember. Like I knew what was coming, but I couldn't remember exactly. But after that, you know, really this movie isn't too bad for like a 14-year-old.
It's a very easy like skip ahead 1 minute and you're good to go.
If this was like a TV cut, it would be so simple for them.
It would be easy. Yeah, that would be simple. But so we were watching some of it, but we were talking specifically about Brando because he loves to act. He's in this Shakespeare play. And one of the things that I was trying to explain to him was he's got two different characters in Midsummer Night's Dream that he's playing. And what he needs to do to differentiate for the audience, he's got to pick different quirks that each character's going to do. And so I literally I rewound a couple of them. Marlon, there's this point in which they're having that conversation. The very first one where they're talking to the guy about drugs.
Okay, Lizio. And it's to God.
I'm gonna get all the names wrong.
It's the family. It's the son. It's this one right here. Actually, we're screening it. Where?
It's this exact conversation.
Yep.
Yes.
So it's the first time he's getting introduced of, hey, I've got a connection for narcotics. You're in with all the senators, the police.
I've heard you're a serious man, so I wanted to have this conversation with you to show you respect. But the answer's still no.
Yep.
But he gets up here in just a second. He gets up, and before he sits down, he wipes something off of his legs.
Yep.
And this is not something you just see actors do.
Yep. It does stick out when he does it.
It does.
Yep.
You notice it, and it's really interesting. And he's got other quirks and different things that he does to play the character. I was just explaining these things, and we rewatched it with Reed because it's like, hey man, if you want to act this is the stuff you got to think about.
It's right here. So he's getting up. He wants to sit down next to him in order to have the rest of the conversation.
Everything takes time. Everything is slow.
So
isn't that great though?
There's two pieces of acting
how
that
deliberate he is.
That really stuck out to me.
Sits down. Yeah.
Two acting that all of Marlon Brando's acting, specifically his assassination attempt when he falls on the car.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressed. And then Pacino's acting with the wired jaw or whatever is going on with that blew me away.
The other big moment, I think, is between him and Duvall. And one of the reasons we picked this movie was Duvall.
Yep. R.I.P. Yep.
After Sonny dies.
Mm-hmm.
The scene after Sonny dies, they're both really close to tears. And they have this moment where they hug each other.
Mm-hmm.
But if you remember the beginning, he's like, yeah, we don't cry. You know, he's slapping around Johnny Fontaine.
Yep. Yeah.
He's like, cry like a little girl, like that kind of a thing.
Yep.
So they both know that they're both not allowed to cry.
Yeah.
But they hold each other, and they have this moment where they could have both broken down, but they don't, and it's on to the next thing of business, even though it was their son and basically brother that died. I think that's incredible acting there too.
Didn't really Caan die recently too?
Did he die?
Am I crazy? Producer Benji, can you look up?
I don't know, man. That was my second note,
James
though.
Caan, right? James Caan?
Brando, Duvall, Pacino, Caan. I mean,
James Caan, right?
Yeah.
Look up James Caan. We got a end date after the dash.
Dude, James Caan is in one of my favorite westerns ever.
He's in a Western.
2022.
With John Wayne. With
So he
John
died
Wayne.
in 2022.
Yep.
Okay. So,
with John Wayne. El Dorado.
oh, wow.
Yeah. Reed walks in. He sees him. He's like, that's the dad from Elf. I'm like, yes, it is.
So,
Can
Rob,
I
go ahead.
back it up just a second? So the wedding early on, there's so much joy in that wedding.
Yeah.
Like my note is
Yeah.
my note is I wonder how much of this wedding scene inspires the movie Wedding Crashers.
Dude, I think everybody, at least as a dad, that's the type of wedding that I want.
Oh yeah.
For my like a big, like all of our family, it's a celebration.
Yeah.
That's a great wedding. What I was going to remind everybody from Sonny Boy, do you remember the wedding scene is what they record first? And because of Pacino's lack of acting, he doesn't look or sound like a gangster. Because in his mind, he's like, I have
to build up.
I have to build up to it, which is amazing. When
But
he
almost got fired.
He almost got fired.
Yeah.
After the wedding scene, because the not the director, but the studio was like, dude, this guy's not the guy.
He can't do it.
This is not the guy. It's cool. I wish, looking back, we did record this right after Sonny Boy.
Because there was so much Godfather
I
stuff.
remember all that stuff, and I was thinking it was Rem telling me hidden gems, but I was like, when would he have told it to?
No.
Yeah, it was Sonny Boy.
I think that's why we watched it that weekend.
I also watched it that weekend, but I didn't take notes on it.
Robert Duvall does
I don't
crush
think.
Tommy's character. He's calm, swift, no emotion, perfectly business. He is the consigliere.
Consigliere?
He is a great consigliere.
R.I.P.
Perfect lawyer, right? Perfect lawyer. Yeah, very, very impressive. Also, you don't think he cut off the horse head, right? He had somebody do that.
Do you know what we did right after Sonny Boy, by the
Definitely
way?
had somebody do
What did we
that.
do?
Barbie.
Oh, that was a good call then. I mean, that was a great episode. Go back and listen to Barbie.
Get out of here.
Go back and listen to Barbie.
We canned Godfather for Barbie.
You know
was
what?
a great episode, though.
If you lean left, like, which at this point in the podcast you probably don't
Listen.
but if you do, go listen to that and then report back, because I think you might lean differently afterwards.
I come in hot at the beginning of that podcast.
You opened my eyes. I was like, you're right.
I was so mad.
You should have. We all should have been mad. I was mad, and then Ryan Gosling saves the day. So
Absolute liability at corner though.
Oh, total liability.
So if you remember during the scene Marcus loved where Vito gets up and dusts off the pants, they're telling him, hey, respectfully, no, we're not looking to get in the drug business. That's risky business. We're not into that. Vito is so annoyed by Sonny.
Yeah.
Because Sonny speaks up when he's not supposed to.
Yep.
And it's subtle, but they make sure you know.
Correct.
It's like, I know who Michael is. I want Michael to grow out of this business. You are meant to be here as my little pawn, and I'm going to make you because you're my son. But if you weren't my son, you wouldn't be here. Yeah.
Well, and what do they do later on? When Michael is in Vegas with Fredo.
Oh, yes.
Same thing.
Yep.
Same thing. Because Fredo tries to talk to Mr. Green or whatever his name is.
Mo Green.
Mo Green.
Mo Green.
Yeah, and he takes his side.
Yeah. And Michael puts Fredo, his older brother, in his place.
Oh yeah.
In his place. And you guys haven't seen the other two, right?
No.
I have not.
Okay, then I'm not going to say anything
But
else.
I'm assuming it sets up Vegas very well. Vegas is the setting for Godfather 2?
Partly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm intrigued.
But 3 is where... Never mind.
Shortly after that meeting is...
You know what I'm talking about, Benji? Have you seen these? My goodness. We should do Godfather 2 next week.
Benji grew up in a good apostolic Christian home. Probably didn't have a DVD player for a while. No. No TV. Yep. Not even PBS, bro. Not even PBS. Luca,
Well,
who...
liberal trash.
Well, I mean... Yeah. By the way, HBO bought out Sesame Street, or at least portion of it.
Interesting.
So, Luca.
Dude, this death right here.
Luke. Well, okay.
Or they
so
just did it, I guess.
They just did it. So that was my. I had Luke. So I love Luca is coaching himself on how to talk to Don Corleone.
Oh, at the
And-
wedding.
Yes, and but what I love
We're
about Luca.
43 minutes in, we're still talking about the wedding.
What I love about Luca is he knows who he is. He knows who he is. He goes, I know your time is valuable. I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
So they send Luca to do some.
He's the dirty
recon.
work guy.
Yeah, he's the recon. Yep.
He's a simple man.
I put Luca's death
Yeah.
surprise 5 out of 9. How he dies 8 out of 9.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
And they just get it, man.
Yeah.
They got the knife in his hand.
Oh, he's not going anywhere.
I think it sets for how brutal that war
Well,
is gonna be.
I mean, that was the thing. Like watching some of this with Reed, he was like, he was a little taken back, which is funny because like I watched John Wick with him, you know, like.
But this one,
But
it
that's like
feels
stylized.
real. This feels real.
Whereas this is personal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
That's true.
this is very personal.
And this is, I mean, I'm not trying to speak like I can know as a fact, but this is reality of the mob era of America.
it's what we all think of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I sent you guys that Al Capone podcast.
Yes.
I haven't listened yet.
If you want to dive deep,
We should read an Al Capone book.
So
Marcus
that's-
might know this.
That's where I went because I was trying
Or
to
like John Dillinger or something like that.
I was trying to find an Al Capone book for us.
Yeah.
And so I was Googling it. It directed me to this podcast, which he then,
Now you're like 8 seasons deep and you can't get enough.
well, he then talks a little bit about the books that he finds his factual information from. And yeah, it's a big rabbit hole.
If you're out there listening, Daniel James Brown, and you want to do an Al Capone book, we're in. We're all in. We'll listen to
We are
that
all in.
for sure. No doubt
Did
about
you guys catch the crossover reference of a previous episode from this scene?
What's the scene?
it? Ingrid Bergman.
Ingrid Bergman, because they go see Casablanca, I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
yeah.
It's on the marquee. That's
I
the movie
also
they walk
put
out of.
German.
Hey! Always.
Nine.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah. What a time to find out about this in the news.
That's what Reed and I were talking about
Yeah.
when we were watching this.
The lack of
It's
social
like,
media, lack of phones,
You
lack
don't,
of,
it's not like you can just get a text message.
and papers came out twice a day at this point in time, probably.
I'm sure there was
You had a
an
morning
evening-
press and you had an evening,
Yeah.
evening run. Yeah.
So
Um,
what was the book we did where he goes overseas for the beer? Best beer run?
Oh, greatest beer run ever.
Yeah. That kind of makes me think of that where like he's just like
He just leaves.
he's just in time. Like he's not concerned. He's not
There's
checking his
something.
phone.
There's something about that though, man.
Yeah.
Like
Has the taxi pull over. Like
Here's
let me call
what's
my
really-
mom
my
real
favorite,
quick.
my favorite professor from college, still doesn't have a smartphone or anything. And if you talk to him, he literally will basically be like, "I'm not a slave like you guys are," you know. And there's something about that.
He's not wrong.
Like-
1, 2, any of us can create that if we really wanted to commit to it. If we really like, you would have to have sacrifices. There might be certain
there's
careers you
certain
can't have.
things,
Yeah.
yeah.
But if you really like, and I think I'm, it's probably something we all should value a little bit more. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I came home. I was on Friday. Yeah, on Friday, I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm done. And I just put my phone away for like, it was at least 12 hours.
Yep.
It might have been more like 18. And I literally didn't look at it. And it was awesome.
It takes a while for your body to reset.
It does.
Like you're still anxious, but you don't realize how anxious you are.
Remember when I
4
hosted
weeks.
do you remember when I hosted the Friendsgiving?
Yes, and you had everybody put a
and
phone.
and the very first time when I had everybody put their phone in the basket, and people were like anxious
yeah.
to do that. And then by the time we were done with the party, everybody was like, "This was awesome." I highly recommend that. By the way, if you have a party,
let's
tell
do-
people to put their phones away.
Let's do the Friendsgiving this summer. My place.
Love it.
I'll smoke a turkey.
Oh,
You-
Friendsgiving during the summer.
Yeah.
Oh,
People aren't
the
as
smoke
busy.
boys should all smoke something different and bring
Dude,
it.
I just
Or
found
bring our smokers and just have a day.
Dude, lamb loin chops were on sale at Costco.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they are amazing.
I bet
Dude.
that's amazing.
Oh, they're
I'm telling
so
you.
good.
A little Montreal steak seasoning.
I use my Chicago. I'm a big
yeah,
Chicago
yeah.
steak seasoning guy, but same recipe, I think.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that everybody can create that, but there are some. Charlie Kirk was writing a book before he got assassinated. I think somebody finished it for him. Riley bought it for me. It's all about Sabbath.
Oh,
And,
right.
And he does Saturday, not for historical biblical reasons, but because he's like, you know what? If I do it on Sunday, I'm already thinking about Monday
true.
already.
It's the better day to do it.
He's like, Saturday's the day. So Friday, sun goes down, phone goes in the drawer, off. They do a Shabbat dinner every Friday. I think I'm in.
So Justin Early does something like this too.
This is your realtor?
No,
Different guy. Okay.
I saw him in like the classical Christian school
Okay.
world.
Yep.
But he's got a book called Habits of the Household.
I'm in.
His story is like he was a lawyer, and this high-powered lawyer had a panic attack, at 30 whatever, and felt like he needed to kind of go back to the basics.
Dude, you reminded me of Randy Frazee. Remember Randy Frazee's story? Yeah, very similar.
But like one of the things he does is from it's like 6 to 8 p.m. every night. He literally just turns his phone off and puts it in the drawer. So like that's one of the habits of the household. Or like you can't have phones in bedrooms. You can't have phones at the table. Like stuff like that. And there's a lot of other different habits. So he's got a couple different books, but Habits of the Household is Justin Early.
Adding that to my Amazon list.
Yeah.
So Pacino's, this is when he goes to the hospital to check on his dad.
Yep.
This is where he
There's a
kind of
shift.
He starts shifting. It doesn't complete.
Until he's sitting in the.
Well, here's where I think it completes, and maybe this might be a Brett take. When he gets the Sicilian wife, that's the final. He's completely shifted.
Oh,
It's like
that's
American wife.
That's interesting.
World War II. I've been raised to be an American. I've been raised to like get out of this mob world.
I'm embracing.
Yep.
I'm embracing the Don.
Yeah, and now it's like, no, I've forgotten about Kay. I'm all about Corleone.
Even the way that he asks
Yes.
the dad.
Yes. That was
I also love that courtship stuff.
yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like it's so good. Like I what's the version of that we can accomplish today?
Marcus is describing, hey, you talk directly to the father. He says you'll come over, you
come over and you meet everyone.
And actually Michael is the one who says, I would like to see your daughter and be chaperoned by the entire family.
Exactly.
The entire families they're taking a walk and you think they're by themselves and then like 30
It's so funny.
of the family are right behind them.
And they're a decent distance. Like you can you can still have an intimate conversation.
But that's the way things were kind of supposed to be. But you're protected in the safety net of your family, and they're interviewing this guy
Yeah.
just as much as you are, and they should care. And like nowadays, it feels like parents are like hands off.
Well, it's this like Disney thing, right? It's like follow your heart. Like who cares what your parents think? Like you should follow your heart and do what is going to make you happy. You know?
I love Wreck-It Ralph. Like they just mock that
They do.
every chance they get.
They
Wreck-It
do mock
Ralph,
that.
Specifically, the first one,
breaks the internet.
Breaks the
The
internet.
second one, they really lean into it.
yeah.
Yeah.
With all the Disney stuff. They
with
do.
all the especially with the Disney stuff,
it's-
like they have the comfy.
What's hilarious is
princesses
I remember specifically as like a, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old, something like that, having a conversation with my aunt. and her kids were quite a bit older than I was. And I was talking about some of the Disney movies, and she hated the Disney movies. And she hated them because they were always so like disobedient to their parents. They didn't have two parents, like all of these things. And it's so funny how you become an adult and you have kids and you're like, you see all of the things. And I actually have those conversations with my kids, about even when we sing Disney songs, like the worst one is Ariel. Yeah. Like, she's the worst.
So there's a parent that comes in and volunteers at my school.
Yeah.
And anytime she hears anybody talk about Disney, she like pops up.
Yeah.
And is just like, Ariel's the worst.
She's the worst.
And just has this whole script.
Look
just
at this
ready.
stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say my collection's complete? And then I'll always be like, I always say that she is such a selfish.
Yeah.
Because she's a fish, but she's selfish. It's like,
good one.
All I want is more, more.
Yeah.
It's all about me.
Oh, even
It's unbelievable.
the song where she gives up her voice and
It's
Ursula,
terrible.
Ursula's like body language, and like all that, like just like a you don't matter.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So was there a shift at some point with the new era of Disney? No. Now you don't see Moana or
So Moana. So I will say, Moana's interesting in that, at minimum, she definitely goes against what her dad says.
yes.
But her mom tells her to go.
Yeah.
I don't love it, but at minimum, she gets a blessing from a parent to go. It's not both parents. There's no agreement there, but her dad's probably never going to agree to her going. But at minimum, there is that aspect of Moana.
So what about How to Train a Dragon? Like, how's that feel for you?
That's not Disney. That's
It's not Disney, and it's a male rebelling against his father.
Another Disney that I think is important to bring up. Remember the Titans. We'll save those takes for April 25th at Books and Brews on the north side, 96 and 69. Doors open at 6:30. Doors open way before that, but 6:30. We'll be there at 6:30. Recording at 7.
Is How to Train Your Dragon really just is it really just kind of a version of The Godfather, if you think about it?
In my experience,
Hiccup wants to take the family legit.
Yeah.
Just like Michael wants to take the family legit.
every movie
that a
ever
stretch?
made is either a version of The Godfather or
I
a
do
version
love
of
this.
The Gospel
Where they just
Every
take
single
him out.
They just take.
while he's whizzing.
Like,
So-
how do you not know you're going to die here?
Yeah, I think
That trust,
it's
they
in
have theirs.
but also it's
No,
I
they
think
knew.
it's in the back. I think it's in the back of their head.
They
I think
knew. Yeah, he knew
Yeah.
he was dead.
By the
Well,
way,
if you
notice-
say no, you're dead anyway.
Notice though, they made sure they did a day full of runs and got the free work out of him before they killed him. Yeah.
Oh, and after he kills him, he's like, leave the body, take the cannolis.
Yeah, get the cannolis.
Yeah,
Get the
yeah.
cannolis.
yeah.
All right.
If you've ever had a good cannoli, you know.
But before we get there, though, you have to, like, you were talking about when he becomes the Godfather.
Mm-hmm.
It is really interesting that you say when he takes the Italian wife.
Yep.
I think I would move it slightly earlier when he makes the decision.
That's when he decides is yes in it when he says I'm gonna.
Well, he says I'm going to.
Yep.
And then he's the one that lays out the plan.
Yep.
And everybody can see that he's the smarter, like more measured one
Yep.
of all of them.
Yep.
But he's sitting in that chair. What is he supposed to do?
Dude,
Right?
he does
He's
nothing he's supposed to do.
He's supposed to come out and just bang, bang, bang.
Yep.
But he comes and sits and looks at them in the face.
Yes.
And you get that close up of him literally changing. Like, he's like,
Yep.
all right, I'm going to be the Godfather. It's you're watching Breaking Bad right now.
Yeah.
It's him Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to be a part of this, but if I'm going to, I'm making the decision right now.
The advice he gets from people that are followers of his dad are eat first, make them comfortable, take 2 shots apiece in the head and drop the gun right away.
Yep.
What does he do? He doesn't eat. He doesn't make them comfortable. He goes right to the bathroom, comes back, like you said, sits down, wants to look them in the face, then shoots them while looking them in the eye, holds on to the gun, stares over them, walks halfway out the restaurant, and then drops it.
Flips it.
Yes. It's almost like he's a leader, not a follower.
Correct.
And he knows it.
Yeah. He's like, no one's touching me.
Yeah. Now, he then gets sent to Corleone for protection.
And I love that he asks the question, why can't we shoot the cop? He's a dirty cop.
Yeah.
We've got people on the payroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes someone like that to say, like, why can't we do that?
No, and that's modeled after Al Capone, who would pay all the reporters. He leaned into giving all of his takes and everything to reporters, so that he could control the narrative. And so I was reading a little bit that's part of where they kind of pulled some of that from.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all these families, dude, these mob families were tied in with the unions, were tied in, which included the policemen's unions.
Yeah.
You know, like casinos. This stuff actually happened. And they mention Chicago and Kansas City and Las Vegas. Like, mob ties are huge still in those cities. Like, big time.
The Barzini, the first time I watched it, I didn't catch this as much early on, but they don't make it obvious. But when Vito calls the families together and they're all at that big long boardroom table, so his beef is with I'm going to call him. Yeah, it starts with a T. Tech, whatever. The family that wants to start the narcotics business. He thinks his beef is with them.
But it's with the Barzinis.
And I should have picked up on it the first time I saw it because
Salatoris or something like that.
He's the one that's speaking up and kind of being mediator.
Yeah.
And then the second time I watched it, I'm like, I can't believe I didn't catch that. This guy is just a tool. He's just a pawn that this guy's
I
using.
think he calls him a pimp.
Well, and then he goes afterwards. It's like, yeah, he's the one who actually.
I didn't know it until then.
I
How about then, Vito telling Michael,
here's
hey,
what's gonna happen.
Here's what's gonna happen when I die.
Yeah.
And the person that comes to you to set the meeting, that's the traitor.
Yeah.
And then
he goes, it's just business. It's just business.
Oh, and the beautiful thing is when he's caught,
yeah,
he just is like, yeah, I know I'm done.
Yeah, I know I'm done. And I'm.
Can you do anything for me for old time's sake?
Yeah, come on, Tommy.
Nope.
No.
And he just takes it.
You
know why he just takes it?
It's like
because he knows his son is going to be a star on CBS television someday on Everybody Loves Raymond. Dude, Ray Romano's brother Robbie, there's no way. There's no way he's not related to him. I wish we had a producer in-house that could tell us if he's related. Because there's no way he's not related. There's no way.
But it's like when people...
It's respectable.
People get... It's... So, we do 3-year agreements at Accelerant. And people will get to the very end where they're getting ready to sign. And they'll be like, any way we can make that too? And I'm like, no. I'm like, well... I asked, and they sign anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. Like, but it's the same thing, right? It's like, hey, can I, he gives this like half-hearted attempt.
Knowing the answer, but he's like, I might as well.
To at least try to save my life.
Yeah.
But it's very casual.
Well,
it's he's talking about his life there and he's very casual. Because he knows he's toast.
The attitude.
And he knows he deserves it.
The attitude of a lot of these guys is, I respect your position because if I was in your position, I would do the exact same thing.
Yep.
Like Tommy talking about it, he's like,
you still have to die.
If Vito dies, he's like, Mike, he's like, Sonny, you've gotta, not related. If Vito dies, he's like, Sonny, you've gotta say yes to this drug deal because you're gonna get out. Like, It's
Yeah.
just business. Everything is just business.
Yeah.
But they're like, I get what you're doing, and I would do the same thing if I were you.
So the first time
How about Vito though? How about Vito in that table conversation saying, "Hey, I'm not going to seek retribution for Sonny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go after vengeance for Sonny."
That's leadership. Yeah, that's
Well, he asks for something in return. You know, he's like, "Hey, but if anybody touches Michael,
Yeah, you're done.
that is going."
He says,
I
apart
will
from that,
I will retaliate.
He says, apart from that, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So later, fast forward, Tommy gets demoted.
Yep.
The first time I watched it, I was really like, man, really? Like, Tommy, like, I don't see that. Like, why would they do that? Second time watching it, I'm like, yep, get that guy out of there.
Yeah.
And then that is the whole reason everything at the end is able to go in the sequence that it
That's
goes,
right.
is because they've moved Tommy out, who's just trying to think, like, what's best, like, for the family, like, legally.
Yeah.
Like, how can we position
You're
ourselves?
You're not a wartime consigliere.
Yeah, he's just trying to position the family to be in the best position for moves forward, not how am I going to clear house, protect the family
That
in the now.
that takes me to the point that I wrote down next, which was I love that Vito in the meeting leaves it up to Michael.
They come to him.
He says, "Michael is the head of the family now. You listen to him," because they try to come to him.
Yep.
Like, you want to talk about just like leadership lessons in general. I watch so many companies fail.
It's funny that you are acknowledging this as a leadership trait that should be admired based on the last email exchange that we had with someone who said, "I'm trusting my guys."
Thanks, Brett.
You're welcome.
What did I text you?
You recognize, hey, this, yeah.
I told you what was going to happen. So I'm not. I actually think it is good leadership.
Yeah, it is good leadership. I just don't like the outcome.
I
for
get
us.
annoyed, but I think it's good leadership.
Yeah, it is good leadership. You can't have your hands in everything.
Is when you give somebody that authority, you can't come back and take that authority back and undercut them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because they'll look for that every time.
and Vito does an incredible job of that. And that's a difficult thing to do when you've been making all the shots. I mean, he's been calling the shots for, 30 years?
Right.
Yeah.
He easily could have just said no because he already discussed it with Michael and just said no.
Yeah.
You know, but then it's, even though it's that same decision, it's now his.
And Hagen, I mean, he's part of the family.
Yeah,
Like, he's not outside of the family. He's not outside of the circle, but he still is like, hey, this is Michael's decision. You go to Michael with these things.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big deal.
I'm guessing to some extent, and you don't have to answer. I'm guessing Tommy's move as the lawyer out in Vegas plays into the Godfather 2 a little bit, correct?
Well, he by the end of this movie, he's the consigliere again.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So it's funny you guys mentioned, we were however many minutes into recording, we were still talking about the wedding. It's a slow start, right? It takes a while to start. And then once the killings start happening, it moves.
Once the war.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it moves quick. Really, really quick.
The hospital scene here that we're on right now
Oh, man.
is just incredible.
Yeah, Michael's thinking is next level.
His thinking, quick action.
How nervous the other guy is.
Oh yeah, he's peeing his pants.
But to the earlier, when Don Corleone has done a favor for you and you owe him back, like, these guys kept their word.
What are you going to do? You're going to freaking die if you don't.
Well, Enzo,
right? So
Enzo
but he's like, I'm either gonna.
I mean, I'm not saying that they don't keep their word. However,
but
what are the consequences?
But to my point earlier, I've always thought of the phrase "give them a deal they can't refuse" as like sweeten it so well they can't refuse.
No.
It's I'm going to kill you if you say no.
and now you're taking less because you just made me threaten.
How do we
Yeah.
not talk about the horse head? By the way,
I brought the horse head.
Yeah.
oh, was that when I was peeing?
Well, I asked I was like, Tommy goes to Hollywood and negotiates and all that. Do you think he's the one who saw it for the horse head? Probably not.
No.
Probably's got a guy for that.
No, he didn't do it.
The
but he told him to do it.
$600,000 horse head.
I had to literally. So Reed loves animals.
Sorry,
And
Reed.
I was like, I told him what was gonna happen before it happened.
Because you just knew.
Specifically because I was like, I can't let this kid be traumatized. I was like, and you know what's interesting is that you know what frustrated him most, and I love this about him and where he's at in life right now, is that he's like, but these people all say that they're Christians, like they're not acting like Christians, and I love that, huh? They're what? They're yeah. Well, it is a really good point.
It is the
It's like if you're gonna hide behind this idea that like I'm saved because I'm baptized.
well, that's what I was gonna say. Not just that, but like
which should take us right into that final
Yeah.
part.
What I think that
good.
it's the it is the cautionary tale of your religion being part of your culture.
Yeah.
You think you're born into it, and then it's just like, well, yeah, my parents are, so I am, and we go to church, and of course, and yeah, it can be a very bad thing. It can really hurt people, and they don't even know they're not saved.
Well, if you just think that you're safe because you're Italian Catholic or because you're Jewish or whatever.
Or, I mean, even to be fair, because you rose your hand at a church service and somebody asked you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could
Yeah.
be any of those things.
Yep.
You know, because my parents were Christian and I grew up going to church. Yeah, I'm a Christian.
Yep.
No. Like James, like, you know, faith without works is dead.
Yep.
You know, just because you know that God exists, just because you believe in the Trinity, as Michael proclaims as he's ordering all of these killings, you know, just because he claims that, it doesn't mean that that you are.
Well, I mean, we covered Spotlight,
Yeah,
you know, and those were
exactly.
priests in the church, and
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
And we're
Yeah,
all fallen. We're all humans. We're all
Yep.
fallen. All these things, and God's grace is wide. However, like, listen, you're gonna have fruit, one way or the other. And it was just, it's really interesting watching it with an almost 14-year-old, because he's like, he's very frustrated.
It is awesome how quickly their mind goes to that and mine doesn't. Like, that's their natural, because of how you've raised your kids, how I've raised my kids. I'm sure Nate, Benji, you guys have raised your kids, where it's like, that's their first reaction.
First reaction.
That's their first thought, is the whether it's biblical or whether it is what's the big picture concept in God's design versus how they're acting. That's a lot of times my kid's first reaction is stuff like this.
I
It's also-
kind of see Lincoln, though, when he's a teenager, also like saying that, and then in the same breath being like, how much is that 600,000 now? Like, how much is that horse worth?
Yeah.
Like, I can see him like saying like both, just because like
Sure.
that's how his brain
Sure.
is wired.
Yeah. I'm with
9
you,
to
though.
10 million, actually.
Is that what it was? I don't know. It's just, you're right that it's cool but it's also why it's, I think, important. Like, this movie, lots of other movies, like, they are a part of the American culture.
Mm-hmm.
So once your children get to a certain age, it's almost helpful for them to know about it, like they know Shakespeare, like they know the Bible, like they know these other things. Because how many other movies are there, animated and otherwise, or whatever, that reference this?
Yeah.
I mean, he told me about several other movies that reference different things that he saw while he was watching the first half of this movie with me. You know? And I think that, like, that stuff is really important in any educated person.
Also from, like, and I might be using the term incorrectly, from an apologetic standpoint of defending their faith.
Sure.
At some level of knowing that, not everybody that says they're a Christian acts Christian.
Not only that, but, like, I have to explain to my kids all the time. Like, you know, Colby's getting older. I'm letting her watch some different things that have, like, cuss words and different things in them. And it's just like, hey, this is how people talk.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to go get a job when you're 16 and everyone's going to talk like this. And we don't talk like this, but they're going to. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It doesn't mean that you should look down on them or anything else. This is just the things that we do that the world doesn't do, that's going to set us apart, and ways in which you can love on them, you know? And those are real conversations that are happening, you know, with my 14-year-old, with my 12-year-old. It's like, I want them to see those things, and I want to be having those conversations with them, not because I'm trying to, like, I guess I'm in some ways trying to inoculate them. And I think that movies are a really interesting chance to do that.
Yeah, you want the opportunity to have the conversation before.
Yeah, and I'm glad your kids are a little bit older, so you can test these things out and feed it to us. Like I think about that almost every week. Like, you bring something up, I'm like, putting that in my notebook. So appreciate it, Marcus.
Well, hey, I'm happy to be the guinea pig.
Yeah.
As sooner or later, I'll be like, hey, don't do this.
Yeah, you've had a couple of those too.
Where's that hat? Well,
yeah.
Should we do some quotes?
Well, I got one more thought on.
I wrote down 56 acres in New York.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that's how much they were selling.
On the commercial.
That was what their compound was 56 acres.
Dude, don't play around.
Holy cow!
So I love how the movie ends. Mm-hmm. So if you don't remember, him and Kay have a moment.
It's beautiful.
He lies to Kay, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, "It sounds like we need a drink," and he says, "Yep." He stays right in his office.
What does he do before that?
He sends his sister off to.
She comes in. She's super upset.
She's hysterical. Yep.
What does Kay ask him?
Did you do it?
And what does he say?
Oh, he goes, "Don't talk to me about don't talk to me about." But business. He's playing her, because then he's like,
talk to me
"All
about
right,
business."
This one time."
And then he thinks about it, and he goes, "This one time," and it is the shift that he's made. He's already made that shift.
Yep.
Well, everything he's doing is calculated.
So I was thinking about that, though. If you remember, Tom earlier was getting the letter from her to give to Michael from Kay. Kay was giving him the letter.
I can't take that because then it'd be proof I know
take
where.
it because it's proof I know where he's at.
Yeah.
And I wonder if some of that, like, no, is so that if she were ever questioned, if she were ever, brought.
I don't think so. Okay. I think that he's lying to her, and that she wants him to lie to her.
Yeah, because she finds comfort in it,
and then she hugs him
because she has deniability now.
And
okay, she's playing her part.
She can lie to herself.
So
there's no way that you killed my brother-in-law. You couldn't have done that.
I got you. Yeah.
You couldn't have done that. You couldn't have killed your brother-in-law.
She doesn't want to believe it.
Your sister's husband. You couldn't have done that. Even though, like, that guy deserved to freaking die.
Yeah, the bad dude.
So
dude. Carlo.
The closing door on Kay scene referenced in The Sopranos, Scarface, The Dark Knight,
feel like I should watch The Sopranos.
And it's apparently just used in endless TV.
Have either of you guys ever watched Sopranos?
No.
I haven't either. Man, maybe I should.
So the door while
Catching up to
she's
Breaking Bad. So.
she's making drinks, and it just shows he's officially put the business ahead of
He's being kissed.
everything. The ring's being kissed.
Mm-hmm.
It's officially transitioned.
He's now Don.
Official. The door closes while the men are kissing the ring, and it's just it's perfect.
It's so good.
It's a perfect ending. It's great. Yeah, let's go. More quotes, more gems.
We
By the way,
gotta watch 2.
a
We have to
a
watch
hidden
2.
gem is them passing off James Caan as an Italian. That's movie magic right there. That's movie magic.
But number 2 has De Niro in it.
Oh,
De Niro is Vito, and they give you the backstory.
oh,
Yeah.
Is this Marlon Brando didn't sign back on, or they wanted a younger Vito?
They want a younger.
Okay.
Dude, it's so freaking good.
I love it. That's your favorite. That's your favorite of the 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, although you're gonna hear with my rating, like I think they're both 9s. Mm-hmm. I do, but
It's better.
I do think it's better.
Yeah. Yeah.
9 plus.
It's like an A+.
Quotes, hidden gems, anything we missed?
Well, let's see if I got any good quotes here.
Blood is a big expense.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Leave the gun. Take the cannolis.
That's my favorite. That is my
That dude's a great character.
Dude,
Is he in Godfather 2?
The cannolis at Sangiovese.
Okay.
Oh.
I've
you
never
guys been
had.
to Sangiovese?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gotta get the cannolis.
Yeah.
I've not been. I'm adding that to my list too.
Gotta get the cannolis.
It's at the yard.
Sangiovese.
Do they don't call it the yard anymore, right? That was just a fairy
No,
tale.
it's called the yard.
I don't think it is.
Yes, it is.
It's called Fisher's something.
No, it's the
On
yard.
the sign, it does not say the yard, but I agree. Everybody calls the yard because we were told it was going to be called the yard.
Maybe I'm old. It's the freaking yard.
Oh, didn't they just build that like 2 years ago?
Well, it was like 10 years ago, but yeah.
They started it. Yeah.
Now, if there's nothing else, I'd like to go to my daughter's wedding.
Women and children can afford to be careless, but not men.
I wrote that down. That's so interesting. It's from a different time to where I think you would say children can afford to be careless.
Yes.
But it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting
There's a spectrum
idea.
of there. I would say there's in some cases you could still use both, but yeah.
Listen, I come from this vein. I come from this belief that we as men should lead
Yep.
our families, and so that quote really stuck out to me
Yep.
as well.
Hidden gem. So when they're looking at they say, hey, we've got some insiders at the newspaper. We can paint McCloskey.
Yeah.
Let him know about all the racketeering and whatnot he's doing. There is a minor headline, a sub headline that says hospital fund reaches goal
I saw.
on the clearly like. They're like, yo, you helped us out. Here you go. The Corleone family hooks up the hospital
I saw that
for
too.
saving
I
Don
didn't
Corleone.
catch that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have a sentimental weakness for my children, and I spoil them, as you can see. They speak when they should be quiet.
Sonny. Poor Sonny. This is from...
And I'm so sorry to everyone else. I'm not even going to try to do a Marlon Brando impression.
This is from K to Michael and Michael back to K. My father is no different than any powerful man. Any man who's responsible for other people, like a senator or president. You know how naive you sound? Why? Senators and presidents don't have men killed. Oh, who's being naive? K?
Yeah. I know, man.
And it's true.
That hits home right now.
Yeah,
dude.
it does.
It's very true.
It
It's
does.
so bad.
Yeah, it does.
It's so frustrating. It's like the few good men thing. It's like you want me up there on that wall. You know, how many people go to Washington with big ideals and then just get completely jaded and corrupted and They start
lie to
seeing
themselves.
dollar signs from all the lobbyists and everything.
They lie to themselves until it becomes their truth.
Yeah, dude.
That's what really got me when everybody was saying like my truth.
It's such a power move.
Yeah.
You've made it that.
So frustrating. Power, man. Power is tricky. Mm-hmm. It's really money and power. It's why in the Bible, like it says, like it's harder for a rich man to enter heaven. You know, it's
And then a camel to go through
the eye of a needle.
Eye of a needle, yeah.
Yeah, it's the reason. It's because the more power you get, the more money you have, the less you feel like you have to depend on God. If you're not centered.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, and you just got to be really careful.
Yeah.
With that stuff, man.
The scene where he goes bada bing, bada boom. Have you guys heard people actually like say that?
Absolutely.
In
So this is you're saying this is origin story? Bada bing, bada boom, probably?
It's gotta be.
Or it was part of Sicilian culture.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, I've definitely heard it at family parties.
I don't know if this is where it started or not.
I don't know, but I
Bada
died
bing,
laughing
bada
at
boom.
that because so the second time I watched it with Shelly, and she's never seen it before.
Oh, really?
And yeah.
She's like, yeah, this is just a family gathering.
seriously.
Sunday afternoon.
Unbelievable. How has she never seen this?
Oh my word. And so, yeah, the bada bing bada, I turned to her, I was like, get out of here. And then another one where I died laughing is after he says, I don't want my brother coming out of that toilet with just his dick in his hand.
Yes.
I died laughing.
So
because
funny.
I've heard her family
So
say
funny.
this. And I was like, what? And then
So good.
seeing it and like having her versus when I watched it on my own, I was like, that's where that's from. Got it.
That's fantastic.
Or just something
Something
Sicilians,
they say,
Italians say. Yeah.
How about this quote? In Sicily, women are more dangerous than shotguns.
I would say in the universe. In the universe.
I knew Brett would love that quote.
It's true. It's a true quote. Yeah, it's a true quote.
Did you
Hey,
think he
by
was
the way,
gonna
Nate-
get her out of that car?
Wait.
I really like every time I watch it.
That's rough.
You're like, if he would have noticed that.
Nate, was
Love is
there a
blind.
mom in this movie? You haven't talked about any of the moms in this movie.
They don't show
Sonny's
do
wife,
they?
maybe?
No,
not doing it for you.
I'm trying to think. Like, do they show
So-
the Don
so, okay.
They show his wife.
So
at the wedding?
yeah,
Right?
she
And
goes
then-
up and sings and stuff.
So time out. So they when we
I know
see,
you don't listen to the podcast, Brett, but like Nate's got a thing for moms.
Oh.
And so
I love my wife and she's a mom. So there's a point where we fast forward to Kay and Michael being back together.
yeah,
And they've got
they got like 3 kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we fast forward multi years.
That's why I said
Yeah.
that's why I said earlier from a timeline
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah.
It could have been.
The jump is like
It could have been the 50s.
well cuz and then when she sees him for the first time he says he's been back for a year.
Yeah.
or more. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been back a year since then. So yeah, I bet a lot of this at the end happens in the 50s.
I think they really fast forwarded the end.
They did, yeah.
Yep. More gems quotes.
You're my older brother, and I love you, but don't ever take sides against the family. Ever.
Fredo's weak.
You guys should remember that if you're going to watch other of these movies.
And Fredo's a great example of don't confuse great management with great market conditions. They just hit
Yeah.
Vegas at the right time.
Totally.
He's probably thinking, bro, I'm crushing it. Michael
And
gets
Mo
in.
Green, that guy's totally in Ocean's 11, right?
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the guy.
Yes.
That's the
Benji?
Vegas guy in
Yes.
Ocean's 11.
Which is awesome now that I think about it.
And Al Pacino's in one of the Ocean's movies, and
Yeah.
you know.
But
And-
they were
and-
losing
and-
money, so
And Fredo, the guy that plays Fredo and Al Pacino, they became friends, and they did multiple movies together. So they did Dog Day Afternoon together, which was massive. We talked about that during the book as well. So just interesting to know.
My quote to go with that one is, never tell anyone outside the family what you're thinking again.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was the quote that Brett brought up, right?
Yep.
That's what Vito tells Sonny.
Yep.
And then Michael says that to Fredo later in the movie.
Very good mirroring.
So I had them together.
Yeah.
All right, rating time.
9.
9.
I'm a 9. Yeah, 9.
How do you not?
It's
I was kind of expecting a 7-ish from you, Brett.
It is beautifully done. I mean, how it's shot, how it's cut, how they developed
It's
every
incredible.
character.
Yeah.
Just the layers that you don't even realize that are there. It's beautiful.
Well, that's what I was talking about. Like, this movie's over 50 years old.
Yeah.
It came out in 1972. Like, it's over 50 years old, and I can watch it with my 14-year-old son.
We are closer to the year 2050 than the year 2000.
Correct. Yes. But I can watch this movie, and I told Reed this last night. I'm like, this is timeless.
Oh yeah.
It's timeless. It's this story about family. It's a story about power. It's a story about money. Like, all of these things existed well before this story and are going to exist well after this story. It's fantastic. It's got to be a 9.
When Brett brought up watching again, there was like no pushback. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, we're good."
Yeah, Rem was pissed.
That
Rem
he
was
can't- that he can't
upset.
be
He's
here.
not on this one. Yeah, and I promise
We'll let him get a take in.
what's next. I promise eventually.
What
For those
is
of you
next,
that have been,
by the way?
For those of you that have been reading and listening to
The King.
King Alive, we're fired up to do it.
But it's
Some
not
travel
next week.
schedules. It's not next week. Yeah,
Because it's gonna be me, you, and Rem.
Yeah,
And
we got-
you're gone next
when
week.
when you invest 20 hours into something, you're not punting that recording.
Are we doing Green Mile?
dude?
I'd like to.
Hey, I think we should. I think because you've never seen it.
I've seen it. You haven't. Do
I
Green
think
Mile.
because you've never seen it, we should do Green Mile. You'll play Brett perfectly.
Yeah.
It'll be
Green
great.
Mile's great.
I'm in.
All right, Remington, we're doing Green Mile next week.
Wait until all the gnats come out of his mouth. You'll see what I mean. See you next week. Bye.